Having a loved one who is suffering from an addiction can be an exhausting struggle. Substances such as cocaine, methamphetamine, or heroin are but a few of the drugs that wither people away to the point where they're almost unrecognizable. You know it's a real possibility that an overdose could happen to your loved one, but you have tried everything and nothing has worked. You want your loved one to wake up and see the reality of how they're not only destroying their lives, but the lives of the people who care about them. The affected individuals are rarely aware of how their problem is truly affecting their lives, much less how it's affecting the lives of others. Staging a drug abuse intervention can open their eyes to reality of their dire need for help. We understand that hiring an interventionist to come in and help your family stage and prepare for an intervention can be a difficult decision to make. It is usually this way because families often believe that the problem is theirs to fix alone. The truth is, people from all walks of life struggle with drug addiction. You can't blame yourself because you didn't cause it, and it doesn't matter why or how your loved one's addiction started. What matters now is how you choose to handle the situation moving forward. We firmly believe coming together as a family to face the problem and set some boundaries with an intervention is the best thing you can do for your loved one. And even just one person's drug use can have far-reaching effects. Families, friends, doctors, counselors, law enforcement, and even perfect strangers can be impacted by one person's addiction. For families who are emotionally connected to their loved ones, the effects are far more troubling. But intervention can truly help. Simply put, intervention is a planned and thought-out meeting with your loved one, with the goal of getting them to agree to go to drug and alcohol treatment. In order to stage an intervention, it's best to seek out an experienced interventionist to ensure that things go smoothly. An intervention provides open communication to the addicted individual about how their behaviors have become hurtful and destructive to others. Everyone who is participating in the intervention will read a letter stating how they have been affected and ask your loved one to accept the gift of treatment. Before the intervention, our interventionist will have already lined up a treatment center that fits the needs of your loved one. The treatment center will be ready to take your loved one right away once they say yes. If your loved one does not agree to go to treatment, then the family will move on to the next step of the intervention. This next step is where family and friends will explain the ultimatums, or the things that they are no longer willing to do for your loved one if they do not go. You choose your ultimatums, which can be anything from no longer speaking to your loved one, refusing to give him or her money, or both. While it may seem cruel to sit down with your loved one and tell him or her how much this has hurt and affected you and give stern ultimatums, it may be the only thing that saves their life. If you choose Addiction Care Recovery Services to help ensure that the intervention process is done correctly, then our interventionists will help explain ultimatums and boundaries in detail and why they are important. We can't stress enough the importance of hiring an intervention professional. In order for an intervention to work, it has to be planned and methodical. All conversation must be carefully constructed and thought out beforehand. An interventionist will help your family get the best outcome. Our interventionists will be by your side every step of the way, directing your steps and educating you on everything you need to know. Please feel free to comment, like, or subscribe to our channel.